Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I am doing the October 2019 pick a card reading. Of course, I had to have it all, Halloween themed because we do have Halloween, Samhain, and at the tail end of October, early November, we have Dia de los Muertos, as well as there are other cultures that are celebrating certain things in October, but actually other remembrances of the dead are celebrated in different months depending on the culture. But today, I think it would be really fun to do somewhat of a, Halloweeny fun type theme. So I have our 3 piles of cards here, and I have some, little things on top of each of the cards. Like I have little ghosty earrings on pile 1. I have these cute little kitty pins on pile 2, so I have a little vampire kitty, and I have a little ghosty kitty for pile 2. And then for pile number 3, these clip-on earrings I've had since I was probably 4 or 5 years old, so these are really old, so I don't wear them anymore, but I still think they're really cute. I used to play with them, not just wear them, but I used to play with them all the time. So I have one little skeleton. He's missing an arm and a leg. It's gone. It's somewhere. Lasts forever. Okay, the cards that I'm using for this October reading, had to bust out my Tricker Tarot, and we need some zombies. So I was like, hey, how about the Zombie Tarot? And the Mildred Payne's Oracle of Black Enchantment, of course, and no brainer, the Halloween Tarot. Okay, so go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and out, and go ahead and choose the pile that you are drawn to, or piles. If you want to listen to all the piles, totally up to you, or you can pick 2 piles or just 1 pile. I will put the timestamps down below and the timestamps in the comments for those of you that are on a mobile device. And yeah, this is just a general reading. It's just general energies of what's coming for you in general for October 2019. So this may not resonate with everybody, so whatever connects with you, take it, and whatever doesn't, leave the rest. If you want a more one-on-one reading, something that's a little more specific to your question and to you, then you can head over to my website, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, where I also have a link for my Wally's World Oracle. And there is free shipping in the United States, so definitely go check it out. And if you want to send a little of my way and you want to make me see me make certain videos, or you want to see me make create certain things, then definitely head over to my Patreon group over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And without further ado, let's jump into the reading. If you chose pile number 1, you have the little ghosty earrings. So we're going to look into what's coming for you October 2019. Yay, super excited. Okay, so let's put our little ghosty earrings off to the side, and let's take a look at our cards. So we have what looks like this lady and her devil dude, and a couple other ladies and their devil dudes taking a little hop over the fire, becoming one, so to speak. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Very interesting. Then we have the 10 of Wands. So a couple back-to-back cards there. And then it looks like we have a swords card. We have the Queen of Swords. I like that there's just a lady's ankle in that bear trap over there. It's pretty cool. Then we have the Sun card, which actually I pulled the Sun rune for myself today. Then we have the Hierophant, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So then we have 2 major Arcana cards. Okay, so let me spread these out so you guys can see all of the cards and I can see all of the cards. And we could take a look at the message. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing this more as career, so work. Whatever it is that you are doing for a living, definitely with this card, I'm seeing, you know, commitments, kind of trial by fire sort of thing going on. So it seems like there may be some difficult times going on at work, this whole trial by fire. Then with these two wands cards, you know, one where it's like 10 of wands, where it's just like a burden that's, you know, you're just seem to be carrying quite the load at work, while also it's almost like it's such an effort just to, you know, stand your ground as well with whatever you're doing. So just kind of like, I'm feeling like lots of stress, lots of low energy, just like there's a lot to do, you know, here in October for your work situation. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is kind of what they're asking you to be, is just to try to keep your mind as, you know, sharp as possible, which means that you may need to do a little bit of mental care. So maybe a lot more meditation, taking time out for yourself every once in a while. No matter how busy you are, you know, just try to schedule that in for yourself, because if you can't give yourself the mental break that you need, then you're just going to break, basically, and we don't want that to happen. But I am seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, you know, with our Sun card here and the Wheel of Fortune card, just saying that, you know, this is going to be temporary. This isn't going to be the whole month of October. With the Hierophant coming in, I do see possibly a superior or somebody who knows a little bit more than you do in whatever department it is that you work in, or whatever it is that you do for a living, and they kind of come in to help you figure out how to alleviate the load, the burden that you have this month. You know, how to delegate certain tasks, like maybe this person over here can do this, and, you know, so that way it doesn't feel like you're the one doing all of the stuff. So yes, beginning of the month, I do see that you are under a lot of pressure. It's just, you know, all that you can do to just stay standing and not fall over tired. But they're just saying, you know, make sure that you take care of your mental health. This is going to be brief, you know, so it'll be finally like, oh, thank God. You know, especially when this Hierophant type person comes in, this person who is just looking to give you a little bit of help. They might see that you're having a little bit of burnout, and they're like, hey, you know, here's some ways to not burn out, so you can continue to do your job, you know, effectively, and you know, and still be happy, you know, working where you are. So anyway, that is the message that I'm getting for October 2019, is just that although it may feel that, you know, that whatever you're carrying at work is going to break you down, it's not permanent. It's not going to be forever. It's not even going to be for a couple of months. It's only going to be for maybe the first part of October. But definitely listen to the advice that's coming in for you from, you know, people who maybe have learned to, you know, not push their stress off, but have been able to figure out, you know, what they can do and what other people are capable of who are willing to help them out, so that they don't feel burned out, so they can continue to do a great job, and they can continue to do what it is that they love to do. So they're just trying to help you out a little bit. I am even getting maybe more than one person, maybe a few people come in with suggestions. I would say keep an open mind and keep an open ear. All right, so remember, this trial by fire, just it's not the whole month. Hang in there. You can do this. So that's it for me. If you dug this reading, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, know that you can head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. And yeah, don't forget to throw a little love my way over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And I'm wishing you a wonderful October 2019. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. All right, hey, pile number 2. So if you chose pile number 2, you chose these really cute little pins. This little kitty Dracula and little kitty ghosty pin here. So let's put those up and off to the side, and let's take a look at your cards. What's coming for you October 2019? All right, so it looks like they accidentally dropped the body on this one, so drop the ball on that one. And then we have the Hierophant, which is interesting. We just had the Hierophant in the last reading in pile number 1, the Tower of Destruction. So you're probably already like, what the deuce is happening in October? Then we have the Magician, and what's interesting is I actually pulled 3 of this card, and it's 3 major arcana. So of the Trick or Tarot, I was normally just pulling like 2 cards for each pile, but 3 cards came out for this particular pile. Then we have the 2 of Hazards. That's an interesting balance they got going on there. Then we have the Knight of Swords. We have the 6 of Pumpkins and the 3 of Pumpkins. Okay, so let's move these cards so we can see them a little bit better. Okay, so that way we can just kind of see what's going on here. Okay. All right. With the last group, I was more looking into their finances, but for this one, I'm feeling it's more looking into your prosperity. So like finances. Yeah, the other one is more career, and this one is more finances. Okay, so with the Hierophant, I'm going to look at these 3 first. With the Hierophant and the, hold on, let me move these cards out of the way so you guys can see them. The Hierophant and the Tower and the Magician. Okay, so I am seeing that there might be a bit of a setback financially for October. And what that setback could be, you know, I usually don't want to go jump to extremes, but it could be like, you know, something breaks on the car, and, you know, it's going to be, you know, probably a few $100s that you didn't want to spend right now. You know, something like that, where something unexpected comes along, you know, something breaks in the home or a vehicle or something like that. I'm just kind of getting like something mechanical. I'm just kind of getting that with like all the lightning and everything. And you know, you're gonna have to shell out some cash for that. But the Hierophant is coming along and saying, you know, you will be able to find some creative ways to make magic out of this mess. Make magic from the mess. And I'm seeing that as like, okay, so let's say that it is vehicle related. You know, something happens with the car. There's like a maintenance issue that maybe has been ignored, and now it's kind of turned into a big issue. So money has been is put into that so that can get fixed. But maybe that brings some other ideas, like, you know, maybe you want to, I don't know, you were already thinking of maybe selling your car, or you were thinking of you know, setting up a different like little savings account for yourself, so that when things like this happen, you'll have money set aside, so it's not such a, you know, such a huge impact when something like that happens, or, you know, it inspires you to do something else. So I'm seeing that there's some sort of magic, some sort of creation that comes from this disaster, this mess, this like, I didn't really feel like spending $300 right now on whatever it is. So there's a learning, some sort of lesson, not like we're teaching you a lesson, but like something that comes out of it where you actually learn something and learn how to do something a little bit better, so that you're more prepared and more equipped for next time something like this happens. So I see that with, you know, the 6 of Pumpkins and actually the 3 of Pumpkins, you know, kind of coming in with this whole situation here. I do see that as whatever is getting fixed, whatever money that you shell out to get fixed, whatever is needing that, that I do see like a little bit of help from the universe. So like just as you find out that you owe whatever on this bill to this mechanic or to the plumber or whatever it is, that you also have this incoming cash that you kind of forgot was kind of coming in. So it helps to alleviate the problem, a little bit, where like, okay, well, it's not as big of a hurt. So I kind of see that happening too, where it's like, okay, I have this thing, I have to, whatever, plumber, electrician, whatever's going on, mechanic, while that's being worked on, this other money comes in and kind of helps you out with that. But in the meantime, you do find a way to create some magic with the situation. Okay, so then looking at these other cards, with the Two of Hazards and the Knight of Swords. So again, this is more like pentacles. So I think that definitely thinking with the swords here that you find out how to avoid a situation like this in the future. So maybe whatever you now install in your home is going to be a lot more efficient, so it's less likely to break next time, or figure out a maintenance system, some like yearly maintenance or every 5 years, for the home, that you're going to be doing this. So, something doesn't catch you off guard like this next time. So I really see you planning for this to not happen again. Again, with this magician, so that you can maintain balance within your vehicle, your home, whatever it may be, so that, it doesn't feel like, may have dropped the ball, you may have known that certain things in the home or on your vehicle needed a little bit of care, but sometimes we get busy and we just keep pushing. We're like, please don't die on me now, and then we drop the ball, and whatever can happen does happen. So yeah, that's just what I'm getting this month is, you could have a little bit of setback financially with something that requires your immediate attention, i.e. something breaking on a car, something breaking in your house, something, it could even be an injury, that happens. And but it's just, you figure out ways to alleviate this type of problem in the future. So like maybe it's not going to be as big a problem if it does happen again, because now you have money set aside. You figured out how to do that. Now you know how to deal with the situation because you've been through it once before. But I really see like some good and some learning coming from this. So even though you're like, well, crap, I could have saved that money for something else. But now you know that this is something that will not repeat itself if you do figure out how to make sure it doesn't happen next time, or that you will have something set aside so the funds will be there if something like this does happen again. All right, so hopefully you found this helpful. I am wishing you lots of love for October of 2019, and have lots of, spooky fun as well this month. And yeah, if you guys dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com, where I also have a link to my Wally's World Oracle with free shipping in the US, so definitely check it out. And if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot. And that's it for me, spiritual homies. Have an awesome October. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. All right. Hey, pile number 3, my final pile for today. If you chose pile number 3, then you got my little skeleton clip-on earrings that I've had since a long time. Gosh, these are from the 80s. So yeah, these are pretty old, which is why this guy's missing an arm and a leg. Man, taking my arm and my leg. Okay, so let's put this off to the side. And let's see what October 2019 has in store for us. Okay, so first of all, with the Mildred Payne's Oracle of Black Enchantment, have this woman kind of being guided by her intuition. She's got her little kitten by her side, and she's got the Owl of Wisdom behind her. I like that card, actually. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. we have the Two of Swords. A lot of blindfoldedness. We have the blindfold here, and then what should be a blindfold here. We have the Magician, which actually just came up in the pile 2 reading. Actually, and also in pile 1. What a magic this month. And then we have the Ten of Hazards, which is like the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Bats, which bats are like swords for, air energy. So like 5 of Swords here. And then we have the Sun card, which, when did that come up? I think that was in pile 1. It's interesting how, a lot of cards repeat. Okay, let's take a look-ski at all these cards. Maybe I'll put this one over here. Okay, Okay, so I see this as being more mental health coming up for you in October 2019. So pile number 1 was more focused on like career type stuff or job stuff. Pile number 2 was more focused on finances, and this one I see is more working on your mental health actually. So whatever maybe has been on your mind lately seems like it's really kind of taken a toll on you, and could start taking a toll in other areas of your life, like health and all of that. So we always want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves mentally. Okay, so here with these Two of Swords and the Five of Swords, technically, the Five of Bats here. I don't know, I'm just getting that it's finally time to start looking inward and making a decision about something. But this is all mental stuff. So this is all, instead of letting something fester, basically, I guess I'm using these Halloween terms, but yeah, instead of letting something fester on the brain where you're constantly conflicted and, people are telling you one thing and you're like, I don't know what to do. And it's like this back and forth. What this is saying is that is just causing a way too much mental stress. By allowing this to just sit there and this waffling of back and forth and then not taking any action. It's I'm thinking about it, but then it's also now preventing you from actually doing something. So then thereby it stays on your brain, even longer. So I have a lot of this like looking inward and really relying on what your intuition, what your heart and soul is saying for you to do, because the more you trust in yourself, the less that other chatter that's being, filtered in through your thoughts. It's going to quiet it down if you can start focusing on what your voice is saying. And by doing that, I see this Queen of Pentacles, that's going to start taking, and the Sun card here, a positive turn in your physical health as well as your mental health and your spiritual health as well, by focusing on your intuition, focusing on what your voice says, what you are thinking is the best course of action, and then actually taking action on that. So again, I'm seeing a lot of good things if you could try and work on that this month. This whole Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, I see all this, great things happening for you physically, where it's just to be able to not have all that mental stress. It really does feel like you've like de-bloated yourself, just like whew. I feel so much better, because I don't have all that weighing on me, literally and physically, and metaphorically right now. So I'm seeing the magic, the way to kind of clear up all of this, all of the possible, I wouldn't say all of your ailments are attributed to stress, but I could say that a lot of it can be the stress isn't helping, let's just say. It may be exacerbating certain issues, and it may be helping create more issues, which we don't want to do. So the magic pill, so to speak, is actually your own voice, your own intuition, try your best to block out the other chatter. And one way to do that is actually removing yourself from certain situations, working on boundaries, telling people when they may have overstepped their boundaries. You don't have to do it in a mean way, but just, hey, I thank you for your input, but, I've already decided what I want to do. Something like that. And then, just move on. Or, if somebody keeps calling, you block their call. If this isn't somebody you want to deal with, put them on the block number list. But yeah, the more that you do that and the more that you follow what you've been feeling like is what's best for you, that's where the magic comes in. And that's where you'll start to see an improvement in not only your mental health, but your physical health. And that will translate into other areas of your life as well. So I'm really seeing this is all just mental health, taking care of you for the month of October. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this, and I'm wishing you lots of love and lots of health and lots of great mental health for the month of October 2019. And if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to send a little love my way, think about joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. All right, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Have an awesome October. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.